Hello, Christian Ethics class. This is Professor Opterbeck, and welcome to a new week. I've now caught up with all of the forum posts from the last week and a half or so, and again, thanks for all the really good discussion. I think there was some really great discussion last week on our topics of friendship and marriage, and I think, as I mentioned in setting up that week, the text, and I really agree with this, sets all these things up, friendship and marriage together, because what all of this is about is relationships, and all of this is about is ways of relating to each other in love, in sort of different spheres of the way in which God gives us to relate to each other in love. I appreciated the really honest discussion on the forums about marriage and sexuality this week, the acknowledgement of how difficult these issues can be in our culture, and of how challenging these issues can be in ministry when people are looking for rules, so to speak. And I really appreciated the discussion about kind of rules and principles and kind of broad principles and ways of trying to guide people into wholeness and fullness. I thought that was really, really great. And also appreciated the honest discussion about divorce and about brokenness and about the reality of things that we experience. All of that, I think, is a good kind of lead up for this coming week. And as you see, we're spending all of this week talking about the really difficult question of homosexuality and gay marriage. And I really hope that we can have a good, fruitful discussion. I know that probably most of you will have a perspective on this issue already, and that's fine. But I do want you, whatever your perspective is, to be able to kind of charitably listen to the other perspective. And as you go through the readings and my lectures, you'll see that I'm trying to present different sides of the issue. I have my own perspective too, of course, which I'm not going to really share with you in this video, but we'll see in the forums as it kind of comes out. The main thing, or one of the main things that I do hope that we gather from this whole discussion, is to think thoughtfully about how we live and minister in this moment, in this time in our society, which has become so divisive and, in my view, has led to so many really difficult distortions that have been in many ways kind of counterproductive broadly culturally. So to try and think through ways that we can not only think about the kind of abstract ethical issue, but to think about people and human beings whom God loves just as much as He loves anyone else. So I look forward to another good week in the forums. You'll also notice that our forum discussion this week is again kind of an altered format. It's one forum, and you can see what I'm trying to do is really push you to think through some difficult questions of application, not just the really abstract issue, but some really difficult questions. And I think, especially for those of you who are, at the start of a potentially long career in ministry, you're probably going to be dealing with scenarios like this, and probably going to be dealing with scenarios that are even more complicated than this. So I look forward to the discussion, and I will see you on the forums.